It happened again, and honestly, I'm tired of it. If you're a fan like me, you woke up this week, Monday morning, thinking it was finally the year, Hockey Hall of Fame 2026 class, and we just watched Rod Brind'Amour lift the Stanley Cup for the second time, once as a player, now as a coach. And the Hall of Fame voters still left him out. Patrice Bergeron got in, Carey Price got in, Pekka Rinne, Cindy Curley, Brian Burke as a builder, Keith Tkachuk. Now, I want to be clear. Congrats to all of them. Those are legitimate hockey careers. They earn their place. But when Keith Tkachuk gets the call and Rod Brind'Amour doesn't, something is broken with how this committee is making decisions. So let's talk about it. Brindamour has been eligible for the Hall of Fame since 2013. That's 13 years of waiting. 13 years of watching other players get inducted while one of the most decorated two-way centers in NHL history sits at home. Let me run through the resume. Maybe the selection committee forgot. So it's been 1,484 games, 20-year career, 452 goals, 732 assists, 1,184 career points, 67 game-winning goals, 28 shorthanded goals, 149 power play goals. He won the Selke Trophy in back-to-back seasons, 06-07, top defensive forward. Not just nominated, won it twice. He made 3 trips to the Stanley Cup final. He won one of them as the captain who lifted the cup in 2006. He represented Canada at the World Cup. He won the World Championship gold. He was a college champion. He was an NHL All-Rookie in 89-90. That's Hall of Fame career on paper alone. And we haven't even talked about what he's done as a coach in Carolina. That's what makes the snub feel especially personal. Brindamour has now coached the Hurricanes to the playoffs in every single one of his first 8 seasons behind the bench. 8 straight years, his first 8 straight years. 4 trips to the Eastern Conference Final, and this year he closed it out. Carolina went 16-3 in the postseason, sweeps of Ottawa, sweep of Ottawa, sweep of Philadelphia in the first 2 rounds, 4-2 series win over Vegas in the final, 3 losses in the entire playoffs. 3. Not just good coaching, that's historic. Wild part, even Keith Tkachuk, the guy who got inducted this year over Brindamour, said this out loud at the announcement. Quote, what he's done in Carolina, coaching, what he did, 3 losses in the playoffs, that's something you won't see very often. Hats off to him. He'll be here, no doubt in my mind, as a player and as a builder. When the guy who took your spot is publicly saying you should be in the Hall of Fame, that tells you everything. So let's look at the Tkachuk argument honestly, because some people will say he deserved it more. Tkachuk had 2 50-goal seasons, 2 more 40-plus goal seasons, 9 years with 30 or more goals. He won gold and silver with Team USA. Real career, real offensive force. But here's what Tkachuk doesn't have. No Stanley Cup. No individual NHL trophies. No Selke. No major hardware. This isn't about saying one is better than the other. It's about the selection committee deciding that a goal scorer with no rings and no individual awards belongs in the Hall of Fame over a Stanley Cup champion captain with 2 Selke trophies who has now built a coaching dynasty. Explain that to me. So I keep hearing the same excuses every year. He played defensive hockey. He's not flashy. He didn't put up the gaudy offensive stats. Small market. Wasn't on national TV enough. I don't think he made an all-star game. Whatever. You know what those sound like to me? Excuses, bias, plain and simple. The Hall of Fame is supposed to honor the best of the best, not the most marketable, not the most viral, the best. And Rod Brind'Amour was one of the best two-way centers of the entire era that he played in. He has trophies and the cup to prove it. His snub isn't just a Hurricanes problem. It's a sign that the selection committee is more focused on storylines than what the contributions were to the sport. So here we are again. Brindamour heads into another summer as a snub. Eric Staal, by the way, who finished his 20-year career with 455 goals and a cup of his own, also got left out in his first year of eligibility. The Hurricanes franchise has now produced multiple players with Hall of Fame resumes that the Hall refuses to recognize. Carolina has spent 2 decades earning respect as a real hockey market. We have the cup banners to prove it. We have the parade footage. We have over 150,000 fans who just flooded downtown Raleigh to celebrate this team. but somehow the Hall of Fame committee still treats players, coach, like they don't belong. Brindamour will get in eventually. The pressure is too obvious now to ignore. So maybe in 2027, maybe later, but every year it doesn't happen is another year of disrespect to a guy who has given his franchise, this franchise, everything he has as a player and as a captain, as a coach, and now as a champion all over again. So what do you think? Is this the worst Hall of Fame snub in recent memory? It is to me. Or am I just a salty caniac? Can't see past it. All right, drop it in the comments. If you're caniac like me, hit subscribe so we can keep breaking this stuff down, and I'll catch you.